Firstly, we will recap what we have studied. I request you all to mute yourself. Okay. So let's first of all recall what we have studied in last class. Then we will continue with our discussion. Okay. So where were we? We are studying chapter number 1, Introduction to Strategic Management. What all we have seen? First of all, we have seen the meaning of strategy. Okay. So we have seen what is strategy. What is strategy? So we have seen in yesterday's example that just a second. Okay. So what is
Sir,
strategy?
I want to ask one thing.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
one thing.
Yes.
Uh, as Shilpi man just dropped a message in the group, so I'm a non-South student, so I should leave or should I should stay here?
Tomorrow
I'm
will
not.
be demo session for a non-South student. So you can
Yes.
join tomorrow if you want.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sorry.
Okay, okay. So what is strategy? We have seen that strategy is an integrated plan. Okay. Integrated plan of what? Integrated plan designed in such a way that basic objectives of organization are received. First of all, we have seen this thing. Second thing, we have seen that strategy means strategy seeks to relate goals of the enterprise, goals of the enterprise to the means of achieving them. These two things we have seen. Okay. Strategy is a unified, comprehensive, integrated plan designed to assure that basic objectives are achieved. Second thing, it seeks to relate goals of the organization to means of achieving that. Third thing, one more thing I would like to add here, that strategy is a game plan that management uses to take market position, conduct its operation, attract customer, compete successfully. Means from start to end. What is the starting? Firstly, it will take market position. Second thing, it will conduct its operation. Third thing, it will attract and satisfy customer. And fourth thing, it will compete successfully and drive away all competitors. So this is, we have seen the meaning of strategy. Then we have seen features and importance of strategy. Please keep in mind, I am talking about strategy right now, not strategic management. So what are the features of strategy? It is long range blueprint of the organization. Okay. It shows long range blueprint of the organization. Second thing, it identifies the SWOT analysis and accordingly makes plan to achieve the goal. One of the feature of strategy is, first of all, we identify SWOT analysis and then accordingly makes the plan. Third thing, strategy is not a substitute for sound, alert, and responsible management. That means once you have made your strategy, you cannot sit idle. Just a minute, guys, just a minute. Okay. So where were we? We were seeing features of strategy. So it is a shows long range blueprint. Second thing, SWOT analysis is done. Third thing, strategy is not a substitute for responsible management. Fourth thing, strategy can never be perfect, rigid, and flawless. That means strategy has to be flexible. Okay. Fifth thing, allowances are made for possible miscalculation and unanticipated events. So these were the features of strategy. Now, what is management? So management is a chief organ of the organization who is responsible for execution of strategy. Means once a strategy is made, who will execute it? So answer is management will execute it. It means management is the one who is responsible for execution of strategy. Okay. Next thing we have seen strategic management. Next thing we have seen strategic management. Just a second. Framework of features of strategy. Then we have seen management. Then we have seen what is strategic management. So strategic management is a managerial process. Managerial process of what? Managerial process of what? Developing a vision, setting objectives, and crafting the strategy, implementing the strategy, and initiating corrective actions against the strategy. It means you have to code this definition in almost every answer. Strategic management refers to the managerial process. Managerial process of what? Developing a vision and setting objectives. This is one part. Second part, about strategy. Crafting the strategy, implementing the strategy, and evaluating the strategy, finally taking corrective actions. This thing you will read one or two times, you automatically will be able to retain this. Next thing we have seen role and features of strategic management. This we have covered meaning. Second thing, roles of strategic management. So what are roles of strategic management? We have seen that how we have remembered this example, that suppose you are in CA enter and your goal is to become chartered accountant. So what all steps you will do? What all steps you will do is role and feature of strategic management. So what all step will you do? First of all, you will determine the goal, that your goal is to become a chartered accountant. Then you will acquire the resources. Okay, collecting study material. Then you will allocate the resources to personal, that is you will allocate resource to yourself, that I have to study this subject in this time. Then you will ask your mama that please implement a control system on me and ask me that whether I have completed the same or not. Second thing we have seen that it is also, this means this steps is the one feature, and second feature is it involves bringing together and integrating. What all integrating? Disorganized resources. Means all disorganized resources are integrated, and these are combined together such that it helps the company to function whole. Okay. And what all integration is there? Manpower, money, material, and technology. This thing once you will read on your own, you will be easily able to retain. Next thing we have seen overall objective. Next, objective. What all objectives? What all objectives? So objective is to create a competitive advantage. Okay. We have seen what is the meaning of competitive advantage, that why some new customer will prefer me over my competitors. If I am today new in market, so why I will prefer Jio and why I will not prefer Airtel? It means Jio has created competitive advantage in market. So objective of strategic management is to create competitive advantage. Second, strategy to guide the company that in it can survive in all the environment. Means two objectives. What are two objectives? Competitive advantage and to guide the company successfully through all changes in the environment. These two things we have already studied. Next thing we also I would like to add on here, that strategic management enables the organization to be proactive instead of just responding to the threats. Just keep in mind, we have studied in second question that strategy should be a combination of proactive and reactive. Means strategy should be proactive plus reactive. But strategic management helps the organization to be proactive. This proactive has some different meaning. That this proactive here means that it makes the organization ready. It makes the organization ready. So strategic management enables the organization to be ready. Ready for what? To respond against the threats. Okay, so don't confuse yourself with two things, that here proactive plus reactive and here only proactive is written. This proactive here means that it makes the organization ready for what? To respond against all threats. Okay, so we have also covered objective. Now what we have seen, importance and limitations. So who is going to tell me importance and limitation? Unmute yourself and just answer. We have discussed cheat code for limitations and importance of strategic management. Anyone?
Sir, can I say, sir?
Yes, sure. Please.
So cheat code is A, B, C3 and D2. Analyze longevity of business, core competencies, competitive advantages, corporate defense mechanism, direction, and define goals.
Very good. Define. That was defined. Okay. So A, B, C, D. What is the importance of strategic management? It helps the organization to analyze. Analyze what? Analyze business environment. You guys just keep in mind that here you are to learn the one word, that is one highlighted word, but in exam you have to frame that also. So first objective is that you have to remember the word. Okay, and next thing, whenever you will recall that, whenever you will read in home, just try it that you recall the complete sentence. That analyze is good, but what analyze what? So analyze environment. It helps the organization to analyze environment and take action instead of being mere spectators. So next thing, it enhances business. Cheat code was business. So what business? Enhance the longevity of the business. Third thing, it acts as corporate defense mechanism. So corporate defense mechanism against what? Against mistakes. Okay. Next thing, it helps to develop certain core competency and competitive advantage. Why? Because it helps for survival and growth of the company. Next thing, for D2, D1 and D2. D1 and D2 states that strategic management gives direction to the company and it also helps to define goal and mission. Here we have also seen competitive advantage and meaning of core competency. Now, who will tell me limitation of strategic management?
Sir, can I?
Yes, please.
Environment is a highly complex, so an time-consuming process, costly process, and difficult to estimate the competitive responses.
Do you guys remember the cheat code? That funny cheat code?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Why Ranga left his girlfriend? Okay.
Because relation was complex and difficult.
Yes, complex, difficult,
She was very time consuming
time consuming.
and demanded
Costly
costly
gift.
Free
gifts.
gift.
Demanding costly
So these were the
process.
4 words. Now you have to complete that 4 words. How? First of all, what is complex? So environment is complex. Just keep in mind that on the second reading, once you will read from these notes. So first of all, just remember the cheat code and the words. Then try to complete that word. How? That environment, you remember the word complex. But what complex? So environment is complex. So it is difficult to understand the complex environment. Okay. Second thing, strategic management is a time consuming process. Okay, just add on something here, that it is an organization spent a lot of time in preparing, communicating the strategy. This you will automatically frame in the exam. These all are things you can automatically frame in the exam once you remember this word. Okay, third thing, it is a costly process. That means lot of expenses have to be incurred. Fourth thing, in a competitive scenario where all organization are trying to move strategically, it is difficult to estimate the competitive response. Difficult to estimate the competitive response. You can very well quote Apple's example here, that Apple removed the headphone jack. So this resulted in loss to all headphone companies. Why? Because Apple did all thing inside the room. Nobody was knowing this. Suddenly they came to know and all sale of this headphone was strictly affected. So this is the first question we did. Okay. Next question is, what is as to whether strategy should be proactive or whether it should be reactive or it should be a combination of both. Is everyone attentive here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
sir.
Hari,
Yes,
Abhisha, Priya, Divyanshi, Kavya, everyone attentive na? Madhu,
Yes, sir.
you are able to recall
Yes,
what
sir.
we studied yesterday, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So next question we have seen whether it should be proactive or it should be reactive. है ना? So we have studied that it should be a combination of both. What is proactive and what is reactive? Proactive means planned. Okay. So we will go one by one. That organization first of all analyze the possible environment scenarios and then create a plan. Which plan? Proactive plan. So at the start of the day, at the start of the year, proactive plan is made. So this is that organization analyze the possible environment scenario and create a plan. Okay. Next thing, proactive consists of company's current strategy, previously initiated actions, and business approaches. It means if company is making strategy, some strategies here, it will take help of all past experiences, all past business approaches, and then it will form a good pre-planned strategy. This is pre-planned strategy or proactive strategy. Proactive actions are on the part of manager. Why? To improve the company's market share and position. So who is responsible for making the proactive strategy? Manager. Okay. So this 3 points we have seen proactive. But everything cannot be planned in advance. So here some issues will come, some problems will come. So what we have who comes in picture? Reactive strategy comes in picture. What is the role of reactive strategy? In reactive strategy, existing problems are identified and then solved. Okay. Reactive strategy is reaction to unanticipated developments and fresh market conditions. For example, Tata, we have seen that Tata was deciding to sell 100 petrol vehicle, but at the end of the year or in the mid of the year, government banned petrol. We have just taken the example. So Tata took the opportunity and to fulfill its goals, it launched electronic vehicle. So this was a part of reaction. Okay. Next thing, proactive is a planned strategy and reactive is a adaptive strategy. Okay. Proactive is anticipated and it is unanticipated. You can also write this in sentence form that company uses company's experiences, know-how, resources, strength, weaknesses, and then makes a proactive strategy. Later on, problems are identified and reactive strategy is made. Thus, crafting a strategy thus involves stitching together proactive and reactive. This could be your question. Whether crafting a strategy involves stitching together proactive or not. So you have to write all this what we have studied here. Okay. So this was first and second question. Revision of yesterday. Now somebody was asking me in a group that, sir, please tell how to write the question, how to write solution. So I have brought one thing for you guys. This is copy of one of the topper of I think 2019 attempt. How much he scored? 32 out of 35. Mean almost 90% he have scored in strategic management, and I want you guys to get same marks. In me, SM is of 50 marks, 35 marks is this descriptive, and 15 marks is this MCQ. So also you have to score this much marks, 32. Now I will show you how this person has written answer solution in his main exam. So what was the question? Question was limitations of strategic management and meaning of strategic management. Okay. So simply he has what he has written, strategic management is a managerial process. Managerial process of what? Developing the strategic vision, setting objective, and what strategy, crafting the strategy, implementing the strategy, executing the strategy, and taking corrective actions. We have read this in our notes, right? We have read this in our notes. This
Yes,
is
sir.
this is the very same thing he has written. Now this part he has copied from the question that strategic management is not a panic for all corporate ills. It has its own pitfall which cannot counter all hindrances. Question was like explain this. So this someone has copied this from the this exam paper itself just to increase the strength. Now what are the limitation? So complex, first of all complex, second costly process, third time consuming process, and fourth competition analysis. We have learned this from the word difficult. Okay. Very easy. Complex business operate in very complex dynamic environment. It can be hostile sometimes. See, this part you cannot learn. Strategic management is of 100 pages, even if compiled in summary form. So this part you cannot learn. You have just to write the side heading, and you have to make the solution by yourself. Like he has just made his solution by himself. Nothing is written in study material. How business operate in very complex dynamic environment. It can be hostile sometimes. Predicting and making assumptions about the future trends event is difficult. Or these are the general things. Main focus of examiner is on the word complex. So complex word is properly written. Next thing, costly process. So you have to write your by yourself that strategic management is a costly process. It involves external, internal analysis, employing a strategy analysis, experts to formulate the strategy, expertise with limited resource and fund find it difficult to perform strategic analysis. How you will be able to write this solution by studying notes 3-4 times. Once you read study 3-4 times, automatically you will be able to recall this. Strategic management is a time consuming process and involve various analysis. Sometimes it happens the routine, sometimes it hampers the routine of the organization. We have also studied this. Same thing in 2-3 lines. We have completed this, that in a dynamic environment where all the firms are doing strategic management, it is difficult to analyze the competitor and predict their strategic moves. You can write example of Apple. Examiner will be very happy from you. So see, he has got full marks. 4 out of 4 marks here. So this is how you have to write the answer. First approach is to, in first reading, you have to focus that you are able to recall the key terms. Once this key terms, all the 4 terms are easily, you will be able to recall. Then internal matter you can write on your own. No, there is compulsion. Is it very clear? Shall we start with today's
Yes.
discussion?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So we are starting with today's discussion, question number 3 and question number 4. Then this chapter will get completed and whole 10 marks will get completed. So what is strategic intent? This is our question. Strategic intent. So first keep in mind, intent is defined from the word intention. And what is meaning of intention? Intention means purpose. Intention means purpose. In previous things, what you all we have done, we have made that you are today here, and you have set your goal to be a CA. So you have decided that you have to be a CA, and you have implemented some strategies to be a chartered accountant, that you will plan your day accordingly, you will buy video lectures, you will buy study material. But here, strategic intent means why. Why you wanted CA, why you wanted to become a chartered accountant. This is the strategic intent. What is doing what do you want to become a CA, and why you wanted to become a CA is a strategic intent. So answer may be, I want to get a good job, I want to get a good job, I want to pay off my debts. So this everything is reason of the goal is known as strategic advantage. Now I am giving you a small example. Suppose this is Reliance Industries Limited. Okay, so Reliance has decided that it want to achieve a profit of 1000 crore. And why this profit want to be achieved? To capture market. Can anyone tell whether strategic intent is 1 or 2? Just
Two.
unmute yourself and tell me.
2.
2. And what is 1? What is 1 is goal, and 2 is strategic intent. So first of all, we have seen that, what point we have seen, that strategic intent refers to the purpose. Strategic intent refers to the purpose for which what organization strives for. Okay. Second thing, manager of the company, top level management of the company, before implementing any strategy, has to decide 2 things. What? That what to do, and next, why to do. These two things everybody has to decide. Okay, before you have before after clearing your 12th, you have also asked yourself this question that what I want to do. So answer was CA. And why I want to do CA? Because to get a good job. So what component is goal and why component is strategic intent. So we will write here that why they want to achieve. Why they want to achieve is a part of strategic intent. Okay. Now third thing I am asking to you that why strategic intent is why strategic intent is compulsory, why is it important? You have made your goal, and you have implemented your strategy. Today you are here, you have decided your goal, okay, and you have also made a strategy. So what is the importance of strategic intent? What is the importance of strategic intent? So here it says that strategic intents give you the reason to work harder for your goal. Suppose you have decided to be CA and daily you will think, what you will think? That I want to get a good job. I want to get a good job. I want to get a good job. So this will motivate you to work towards your goal. So third point, it says that strategic intent gives the framework. It gives framework within which the firm should work. And second thing, framework, it also gives a direction, and it give a direction to what? Achieve objective. It means daily if the company will look at its strategic intent, it will help company to achieve its objective more faster. Now coming to the next point. Next point is how to know someone's intention. Suppose I am asking to you that what is your strategic intent, you will simply say I have to pay off my debt, I have to get gifts for my mama, gift for my papa. So this is your strategic intent. But if we go to the corporate world, how do I know the strategic intent? So every company has some its mission statement, vision statement, and mission statement. So if you want to check strategic intent of any company, you can just check vision or mission statement. So next point says it gives form could be either in vision form or it could be in mission form. Is everyone clear till here? Just comment me in the comment box. Is everyone clear? Guys, are you getting understanding? Just write comment in this chat box. Okay. Now next point says that aim to be achieved is known as is equal to it is goal. Okay, aim to be achieved is goal. Expression of aim to be achieved is known as strategic intent. Okay, so once you have decided what aim is to be achieved, this is your goal. But what is expression behind that? What is the expression of this aim to be achieved? This expression is known as strategic intent. So this we have seen meaning of strategic intent. Now we will go through from our notes. Now we will study from our notes. Okay. First point, strategic intent refers to the purpose. What purpose? Of what the organization strive for. Okay, this we have seen the first point. Second point, senior manager must define two questions that what they want to do, why they want to do. Once these two questions are defined, then it says that why they want to do is part of a strategic intent. We are not talking about what part. We have only mentioned that manager should ask himself that what they want to do and why they want to do. So why component is a part of strategic intent. Third thing, we have seen that strategic intent provides the framework. It provides the framework within which the firm would adopt a predetermined direction, and also it will operate to achieve a strategic objective. I have told you now what is the importance of strategic management. Strategic intent gives reason to work harder for your goal. So here it is saying that strategic intent provides the framework to work on the predetermined direction, and it would operate to achieve the strategic objective. Next point, strategic how to see strategic intent of any company. So it could be in the form of either vision or vision statement. It could be in the form of vision or mission statement. Next point, strategic intent is generally stated in broader terms, but when stated in precise term, it is expression of aims to be achieved. And what are aims to be achieved? Aims to be achieved are goals and objective, and strategic intent is expression of this aims to be achieved. Okay. I hope I am very clear till here.
Yes, sir.
Abhisha, Devyanshi, Evanpreet, Hari, Kavya.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you are able to recall now. Just read once from the notes. You have got your notes, then you will be easily able to recall. Now, what are components of strategic intent? Very important question. What are the components? So here are 4 components. First component is vision, second is mission, third is goals and objective, and fourth is values. This is your diagram, which I have taken from StudyMate. So before diving into the discussion, I would give you a brief overview of both the things. Suppose there are 2 persons, Mr. A and Mr. B. Now, vision of Mr. A is to earn a lot of money, earn 1 crore. Also, vision of Mr. B is to earn 1 crore. Okay. Now we are diving into the goal. Now we will see mission. So just keep in mind, just rectify this thing, that mission in strategic management does not mean goal or vision. If you will ask from layman, he will say that vision is also same, meaning of mission is also same, meaning of goal is also same. Almost they are like similar. But you have to keep in mind that mission means what you actually have today. Where you want to go? See, you are in CA enter and you want to go to CA. So this is your goal. But what you have today, I have study material, I have access to video lectures, I have good memory. This is your mission. So mission is actually what all resources you have today. This you have to keep in your mind, then only you will be able to write answers. So what is the mission of Mr. A? Mission of Mr. A is that what resources he have. So he have very good resources. What resources? First of all, he has a good mindset. Okay. He has good learning power. Okay. He has also he has access to books and he loves to read book. Okay. So he basis on the vision and basis on the mission, he has decided that he has to become a chartered accountant. Why? Because he has proper mission, he has proper resources which he can utilize and become a chartered accountant. But if we go to Mr. B, Mr. B mission is he does not have good resources. Okay. Second thing, he does not have a good mindset or good learning techniques. But he is a hardworking. He is a hard worker. So he have accordingly decided his vision and mission, and then he has formed goal to become a businessman. See, vision of both the person is same, to earn 1 crore. But due to difference in mission, one person has a good resources and good learning power. So he has decided to educate himself and become a chartered accountant. But second person did not have good resources, but he was a hard worker with good amount of money. So he invested that in business, and accordingly he set his goal to become a businessman. So goal is a smaller term. Goal is a smaller term. If I will ask that what is your goal, so you will say my goal is to become a chartered accountant. But your vision is, what is your vision? That you wanted to you want to see yourself in a reputed position 10 years down the line is your vision. Are you guys very clear with this? That vision is very broader. In front of vision, this goal and objectives are very small. Are you guys very clear? Just tell me in the comment box.
Yes, sir.
Nitya, Priya. Now, next thing. So we'll dive into our discussion. What is vision? What is vision? We will take example of Apple. As we have already seen as we have already seen the overview of all these terms, we will now go into the Apple. So Apple CEO Tim Cook designed the vision of the company as, we believe that we are on the face of the earth. We are on the face of the earth. Okay. So here, just
Can you please repeat the example? You were not audible.
Just a second, I'm going to repeat. We are just saying that once we have already seen what is the meaning of vision, we will go to the live example. So Apple's, what is the vision of Apple? So Apple's vision is that we are on the face of the earth, that they wanted to be on the face of the earth to make great products. Okay. So here, suppose this is the earth, and what is the vision of Apple? Vision of Apple is to get on face of the earth. So this is the objective, this is the vision they have set. So what are the features of this vision? I'll tell you. First of all, this vision shows blueprint of the company future position. Suppose you want to invest in the Apple, you want to invest in Apple. So first of all, you will see the vision of the company. So it gives a long range blueprint of future of the company. So what is the feature of vision? That it gives a blueprint of future of the company. Next thing, suppose Apple has thought that it has to be a face of the earth. So what next step it will do? It cannot sit idle. It will decide now what product it should dive in, what customer it should target, what market it should target, and what technology it should adopt. You have to remember these four things. I will give you a shortcut while we will read from notes. So once it has decided its vision, it gives a long range blueprint. Second thing, it has to decide that which product, which customer, which market, and which technology to target. Now, next thing we have seen that it shows that where we are to go. If you see vision statement of any company, you can easily estimate that where that company wants to go. Acha, tell me why this company wants to go there. What is this? If I ask that why this company wants to be on the face of the company, so what is this why element called? We have just
Strategic intent.
strategic intent. Very good. So if we ask yourself that why is this company want to be on the face of the earth, this will be the strategic intent. But where this company wants to go, this is one of the feature of vision statement. Now we will see essentials of strategic vision. This could be a straightforward question that these features you have seen, now tell something the essentials of strategic vision. So essentials are that entrepreneur it is a challenge for the entrepreneur. What challenge? That how to prepare company for future. I can also say that this is one of the limitation of strategic this is one of the limitation of vision statement. What is it? Is a limitation that it is difficult for, it is challenging for entrepreneur to decide how to prepare company for future. Next thing positive. This is we see negative point. One positive point is this: a strategic vision is an exercise in intelligent entrepreneur. It means, first of all, it is very challenging for the entrepreneur to prepare company, that how to prepare a company for future. But if he does the same, it is exercise in intelligent entrepreneurship. Next thing, it also give direction in which organization shall head. This all we have read vision. Now we will go from notes. First of all, vision implies the blueprint of the company's future position. We have seen example of Apple that it shows the blueprint. Second thing, it is first and foremost statement created by the company. Before diving into goal, first of all, you have to get yourself clear in this head that you have to set your vision. Then only accordingly, based on vision and mission, you will form goals. So it is very first and foremost statement. Third thing, top management view about company's direction and the product, customer, market, technology constitute the strategic vision. So what all constitute the strategic vision? Product, customer, market, technology. You can how you can remember this? You can just remember this: a time pass CM, time pass chief minister. Okay. So what constitutes strategic vision? You have to say yourself the time pass chief minister. T for technology, P for product, C for customer, and M for market. So these all four things constitute strategic vision. Now, a strategic vision describes management aspirations for the business, and also it gives a panoramic view of where we want to go. If you see vision statement of any company, you will get very clear that where the company wants to go. Next thing, a strategic vision points out a particular direction. Once your strategic vision is clear, then it is very easy for you to get a good direction. It charts the strategic path. Now, what are essentials of strategic vision? Just keep in mind, these all are mixture of features. So if general question come to write about the strategic vision, you can write just everything. But if it are essentials of strategic vision, you have to write 2 positives, 1 negatives. What was negative? That it is a challenge to entrepreneur. What challenge? That it is a challenge that how to prepare company for future. This is one negative. Then what all 2 positives? That is it is exercise in and excellent intelligent entrepreneurship, and it gives a good direction to the company. Okay, so this you have to write, this you have to keep in mind the apples example, and then you have to frame answer according to that. So this here our vision is clear. Now we will get into the mission.
Sir, please tell me the second essential again.
Second essential. Okay. So one thing we have seen negative point that it is a challenge. Second thing, it is a exercise in intelligent entrepreneurship. Means one of the quality of intelligent entrepreneurship is that he forms a good strategic vision. So strategic essentials of strategic vision means it is an exercise of intelligent entrepreneurship. This is just written in your module. So one of the positive and one of the advantage of strategic vision. Third thing, it gives the direction. See, direction part is, I think, common in every concept. So in every concept, you have to write this direction wala part. Okay. Now we are diving into mission. What mission we have seen? What is the meaning of mission? Just now I have told you.
What we have.
Yes, what we have. So, coming into our example once again. We were talking about Apple. So this is vision of the Apple. Now, once he has decided on vision that Apple wants to be on the face of the earth. Very good. You have decided you have to be face on the earth. But are you having that capability? Are you having those kind of resources? First of all, decide these things. So now comes into light the mission. So what is the mission of Apple? Apple's mission is, first of all, he has to decide that what business are we in? What business are we in? Before decide means this is self-reflection wala type. Self-reflection. Mission is actually a self-reflection. What is self-reflection? What business are we in, bhai? First of all, decide that what. First of all, just see that what business are we in. Then accordingly, you have to set your goals. Second thing. Also, we have to know who we are. Third thing, what we do. So mission statement is self-reflection that what business are we in, who we are, what we do. If we are clear with this question, then only we will know our capabilities, and accordingly we will plan our goals. We cannot plan unrealistic goals, na? It means if I am taking your example, you are good in commerce. Okay, this is your mission. You are good in commerce. You are good in theory. Now I will tell you to clear IIT exam. This is not possible for you. Why? Because goal is unrealistic and it is not related to mission. So first of all, you have to be very clear with your mission, then only you can frame your goals. Next thing, it helps to why this mission, why company creates the mission, because it helps the company to know present capability. Then customer focus. Ki bhai, what all customer we can focus? Can we focus worldwide? Suppose taking example of Apple. Apple is thinking ki can we focus on by India wale customer? Can we focus on Asia wale customer or a whole world customer? So Apple decided that yes, we can cover worldwide. So this is one of the mission of the company. Next thing, business makeup. Apple will now see whole business makeup. This means what is our business makeup, where we stand today. Next thing, every organization should have a strong focus on mission and business definition. This is one general point, that mission should be very strong. And next thing, mission should be very strong and business definition should be very strong. Business definition means all what we have seen here. What business are we in, who we are, what we do. So conclusion is what mission statement should be strong and business statement should be very strong. Okay. This we have seen the features. We will just read and then dive into next part. Company mission.
Mission and business definition are one and the same thing.
Yes. We have read na ki we are defining the business, that who we are, what we do. This is all is the business definition. So company mission statement is typically focused on present business scope and not future wala part. Future wala part is vision. Okay. Present wala part is mission and
Mission.
who we are, what we do. Second thing,
What?
mission statement broadly describe an organization present capability, customer focus, business makeup, activities. It means, for example, I'm taking an example of Reliance Industries. So Reliance mission is that it has a lot of manpower, it has a lot of technology, it has a lot of political support. So this is all are the example of mission.
Mission.
Next thing, this is general point, that every organization has a strong focus on mission and business definition, as these two are the crucial for strategic planning. Now, our next discussion is why mission? Why mission? Why mission? Because accordingly, first of all, we have to know yourself that how you are capable. So we have seen our capabilities. Now we'll work upon our goal. So answer is why mission, that it helps to develop a standard. A standard for what? Allocating resources. In Reliance Industries, we have seen that it has a lot of manpower, it has a lot of technology. So accordingly, this will help Ammaniji to allocate the resources. So that's why mission. So it gives a standard to allocate resources. Second thing, it motivates the use of organization resources. Somehow these 2 points are connected, but you can write it separately. That first of all, it gives a standard for allocating the resources, and also it motivates to properly use the resources. Third thing, this mission helps to translate what? Vision to goals. We have already seen, first of all, we have decided our vision, then we have seen our capabilities, that bhai, am I able to do that? Once we have seen that I have a good mindset, I can learn each and everything good, then only I have decided to become a CA. I am talking about Mr. A. So this mission helps to translate what? Vision into goals, such that time and cost and everything is saved. So next part is why an organization should have a mission: to develop a basis or standard for allocating the resources. Okay. Next thing, to provide a basis for motivating the use of resources. It means proper utilization of resources. Okay. Here, allocation of the resources. And next thing, to specify organizational purpose and translation of purpose. Translation of intent into goals in such a way that cost, time can be assessed and controlled. I hope these 3 points are clear to you. Now you can write half page on what is mission. Correct na? Now we'll dive into next part of mission, is essentials of good mission statement. Achha, can anyone tell me what we have seen in essentials of vision? Anyone? Essentials of vision, what we have seen? Just comment me in the comment box. Anyone? Just we have seen in previous question, na?
How to prepare a company for future?
Essentials of strategic visions were that first of all it is a challenge for entrepreneur, that how to prepare company for future, very good. Then it is a exercise in intelligent entrepreneur, and it gives a direction in which the organization is headed. So these were the essentials of vision. Now we will go into essentials of mission. Okay, so what is essentials of mission? While doing self-reflection, while analyzing mission of the company, a good statement should be made, and that good statement should be, actually your mission statement should be very precise, it should be clear, it should be feasible, it should be distinctive, and it should be motivating. Okay, you have to learn this part, that it has what a good mission statement should be. It should be precise, it should be clear, it should be feasible, distinctive, and motivating. How to learn this? PMCDF, just cut E here. Okay, PM Modi, I am talking about Modi ji. PMCDF, P for precise, M for motivating, C for clear, D for distinctive, and F for feasible. Okay. Now next thing, following points are also useful by writing the mission of the company. While you are doing your self-reflection, while you are writing the mission of the company, you have to keep in mind that one of the roles of the mission statement is to give the organization its own special identity. What is the role of mission? That you have to define your capability in such a way, you have to define your capabilities in such a way that it gives a special identity to yourself. Suppose Apple's mission is that it is a leader in the market. How? It has a lot of manpower, it has technology, it has a lot of money. So this gives a special identity to Apple. Next thing, a company business is defined by what need it is trying to satisfy, what needs it is trying to satisfy. And the third and the last thing, that good mission statements are unique for the organization. Here example is given, that what business are we in. So mission is, Indian Oil का क्या mission है? We produce oil and gasoline products. So present condition is that Indian Oil produce oil and gasoline products. Market oriented answer, we provide various type of safe and cost effective technology. Just notice that here we are talking about present and not future. None of the company has written about future thing. Why? Because future is goal and vision wala part. Mission wala part is present. Indian Railway, what is the mission of Indian Railway? We run a railroad. What is the mission of Lakme? In the factory, we make cosmetic. Nobody is saying that we will make 100 crore ka profit. So this was the mission statement. Just go through this part. I'm just rubbing this. Just take a short break of 2 minutes, read these things, and then we'll dive to next topic. Okay, so now we are starting with goals and objectives. So what we have seen till now, we have seen till now that what is vision of Apple? That it has to be in face of Earth. Very big line it is saying now. So what is vision of Apple? That it has to be face on Earth. What is mission of Apple? Mission of Apple, that it has a lot of access to technology, it has a lot of manpower, and all blah blah, all the assets. Okay. Now this basis mission, it will convert these mission into goals. It will convert this mission into goals. So now small goals and objectives Apple will make. One of the example of goal or goals and objective could be that now Apple is very clear about his mission and vision statement. Now he will decide that I want to sell 1 lakh iPhone in 1 month. Okay. First of all, what Apple has decided, that it has to be on face of Earth. every second customer should use Apple product. So this was a vision of the company. Then Apple has said that whether I am capable of this vision, answer is yes, I am very capable. Now he has decided, now he is deciding small goals and objective. That first of all, my small goal is that I want to sell 1 lakh iPhone in 1 month. So this was goal. So what are the features of this goal? First of all, goals translate. These goals translate what? Vision. Just a second. Business organization actually translate vision and mission to goals and objectives. Can we say that goals and objectives are part of vision and mission? Because these are derived from vision and mission statement only. Second thing, translate. Second thing, that goals are open-ended attributes and objectives are close-ended attributes. What is the meaning of open and close-ended attributes? Open-ended means in general, general goal of Apple was to sell iPhone. Okay. But it decided that I want to sell 1 lakh iPhone in 1 month. So these are more descriptive. This is more precise. So goals are open-ended and objectives are close-ended. This thing we have seen. Now next thing, we'll go to third point. Third point says that objectives are more specific and translate the goals to both long-term and short-term perspective. This we will see again from notes. Objectives are organization performance target. Just remember this word, performance target. Why performance target? Because Apple has decided to sell iPhone. This was the goal and objective, that it has to sell 1 lakh iPhone. So these act as a performance target, and one common point we have seen everywhere, that it gives a direction to the company. Now we will check this from notes. Okay. What does our note says? First of all, business organization translate their vision and mission into goals and objective. Here is vision, here is mission. These two are translated to goals and objectives. Just keep in mind that though goals and objectives have very different meaning, but ICI uses this term interchangeably. Means you can use this word together. Goals are open-ended attributes that denotes the future state. Objectives are close-ended attribute. Okay. What is your vision? If I ask you what is your vision, so your vision is to get a good job. Great. What is your mission? Your mission is that you have a good access to resources. Very good. Now what is your goal? So your goal is to become a chartered accountant. And what are your objectives? Your objective is to study all six subjects in this 6 months, so you can clear this exam, chartered accountant. So goal objectives are little more precise. So next point says that objectives are more precise and translate the goals to both long-term and short-term perspective. However, this distinction is not made by several theorists on the subject, so ICI use this term interchangeably. This you don't have to write an answer, this is just for information. Okay. Next thing, objectives are organization performance target. We have seen Apple wants to sell 1 lakh iPhone in just 1 month. So this performance target Apple has set. So this was one of the objectives. And one general point to write in every question is that they provide meaning and sense of direction to organization endeavor. This we have seen the meaning, features of goals and objective. Is everyone clear till here? Hari, Kavya, Lakshmi.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt till here?
No, sir.
Okay.
Clear, sir.
Next thing, characteristics of objective. What is the characteristic of objective? So in this question, what objective we have set? What objective was set by us? Our objective was that 1 lakh iPhone in 1 month. 1 lakh iPhone in 1 month. This was objective of Apple. So what are this characteristic of objective? So characteristic of objective means these facilitates, they should facilitate towards achievement of mission and purpose. Okay. they should facilitate towards purpose, achievement of some purpose. They should be concrete and specific. See, this is very specific now that this company has decided a fixed number. So this objective has to be concrete and specific. Next thing, they should be related to a particular time frame. Time frame means 1 month. So if you have decided your objective to complete 6 subjects, complete 6 subjects. So these 6 subjects is not your good objective. To make it good, you have to decide time frame that I have to complete 6 subjects in 1 month. Suppose 6 months. Now your objective becomes complete. So one of the characteristic of objective is that it should be related to some time frame. Next thing, it should be measurable and controllable. You cannot prepare unmeasurable or uncontrollable means objective. So these are the 4 characteristics. We will see from our notes that characteristic of objective are they should facilitate towards the achievement of purpose. Okay, they should be concrete and specific. They should be related to particular time frame and they should be measurable and controllable. Now we will see company should include both short-term and long-term target in its objective. Objective, how many types of objective? Long term भी होना चाहिए, long term, it should be long term also and it should be short term also. Now, to achieve the long term prosperity, strategic planner established long term objective in 7 areas. Means these 7 points you have to keep in mind while developing your long term objective. What is cheat code? What is cheat code? Pro employee. Every company has an employees. Some of employees are pro and some are dumb. So company thinks that pro employees will do CPT. What is CPT? Can anyone tell me? Have you heard this word CPT?
Foundation.
Yes, foundation. So pro employees will clear CPT. Pro means profitability. Pro means productivity. Okay. Employees to employee development, employee relation means while developing the long-term objective, you have to keep in mind pro employee CPT. You have to take care about the profitability of the company. You have to keep in mind about the productivity. Next, you have to keep in mind about employees development. Long-term objective, you cannot set that it does not contribute anything to employee. Next thing, it should create a good relation with employees. Second, this CPT, C for competitive position. Long-term objective should be in such a way that it helps the company to get a good competitive position. P for public responsibility, that it should be beneficial for general public also. Public also means government. And T, it should help the company to be in technological leadership, means it should use good technology while developing long-term objective. Okay, so I will just once again recall everything that what all we have studied here. See, first of all, we have seen strategic intent. Just a second. First of all, we have seen strategic intent. Strategic intent means purpose. Okay. Next thing, we have seen elements of strategic intent. What elements we have seen? Vision.
Mission, goals and objectives.
Third thing, what was third? What was third?
Goals and
Goals
objectives.
and objectives. And fourth, value. We'll see.
Value system.
We will just see in 1 minute. We are just one tip I'll like to give you. Whenever you guys study, just keep this tree in your head. What kind of tree? That what all subtopics have you read and what major topics have you read? One of the bad thing about means why strategic management is little bit difficult to clear, because everything seems to be same. Yeah, every topic is talking about goals, everything is talking about objective and growth of the company. So you have to keep this tree in your head while reading. Then only you can differentiate. Otherwise, if you will read it very generally, so everything will seem same to you. Like you will be very confused in what was vision, what was mission. So you have to, whenever you will do first study, you have to keep in mind that mission means my resources. Mission means present. Mission means present. Goals and objective, vision means future. So these are all the small things which will help you clear exam, because this is the only subject which you have to ratta fire. You cannot apply logics here. So this is the one of the feature of this strategic management subject. What we have seen is vision. First of all, we have seen many features. Okay, feature, general features. That is the blueprint of the company, and it is blueprint of the company. It gives what constitutes the strategic vision: the product, customer, market, technology. CM, time pass CM. Time pass CM was our shortcut, and where we are to go. Then we have seen essentials. Essentials of vision: one negative, two positive. What was negative? That it is a challenge for entrepreneur. Challenge for entrepreneur, that how to prepare company for future. Next thing, it is exercise in intelligent entrepreneurship. Third thing, it gives a direction. Okay. Then we dived into mission. So what we have read in mission, that what business we are in, what we do, what all we have. This all features we have seen. Then why the organization should have mission. So we have seen that it gives a standard for allocation of resources. It helps the organization to properly utilize the resources. It helps to translate vision into goals. Okay. Then we have read essentials of good mission statement. What was essential? PM Modi, CDEF. Just cut E from here. P for precise, M for motivating. Okay. C for clear, D for distinctive, and F for feasible. So essentials of good mission statement are PM, CDF. Then we have studied goals and objective. What we have seen in goals and objective, we have seen meaning and general features, that they every business organization translate this vision and mission into goals and objective. Goals are open-ended, objectives are close-ended. Then some features. Then we have seen characteristics of objective. What all characteristic of good objective should have? So we have seen 1 lakh iPhone in 1 month. 1 lakh means it should facilitate towards achievement of mission. It should be very concrete. Okay. It should be related to particular time frame, this 1 month wala part, and this should be measurable and controllable. After characteristic, we have seen. Acha, okay, we have done till here. Are you guys able to recall everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will continue with value. We have also seen that what is the long-term objective. Long-term, how should be a good long-term objective? So pro-employee CPT. This part we have left. Company should include both short-term and long-term target, quarterly or annual objectives, and 3 to 5 years. Target should be 3 to 5 years, and having a quarterly or annual objective focuses on immediate performance, and these are the long-term objectives, 3 to 5 year wale. This you can write on your own. And what should be the time frame for objective and strategy? So the time frame for objective and strategy should be consistent, usually 2 to 5 years. I don't know whether this can be asked in MCQ or not, but you have to keep in mind that time frame for objective and strategy should be for 2 to 5 years. This was actually number quoted in ICI study material. That's why I highlighted here. Now going to values wala part. Can anybody tell me what are values? Values we are studying that fourth part of strategic intent. First 3 parts were vision, mission, goals, and objective. Now we are going to this values wala part. So what are values? I'm going to tell you in just a minute. Values means deep rooted principle. Acha, just tell me one thing. Taking into, okay, we will take an example of Apple only. So what was vision of Apple? Vision of Apple, that it wants to be on the face of earth. How face of the earth? That it wants that every third customer, every fourth customer should use product of Apple. Great. What was mission of Apple? Mission of Apple, that it has a lot of resources, lot of money. Very good. So to become on the face of earth and to taking use of properly utilizing resources, what goal it has set? It has said that it has to sell iPhone. Okay. And what objective it has set? That I have to sell 1 lakh iPhone in 1 month. But some values and some principle has also be kept in mind. Can Apple sell cheap quality product? Suppose to achieve this 1 lakh target, Apple starts selling cheap quality product, and whenever someone uses the phone, it get burst out. No, na, Apple can't do this thing. So before implementing all this vision, mission, and goals and objective wala thing, you have to keep in mind that you should never forget your values. You should always be upon your principle. So what are values? Values are deep rooted principle. ठीक है? Values are deep rooted principle which guide the organization decision. Next thing, what are examples of principle? Integrity, okay, trust, accountability, humility, innovation. All this are written in your notes. Acha, just tell me why everyone prefer Tata over Maruti. Why I will prefer, if I give you one choice that you have to buy 10 lakh cars, this car is of Tata and this car is for Maruti Suzuki, automatically 90% of people will prefer Tata. Why they will prefer Tata? Because they know that Tata is very genuine company and it has a deep rooted principle. Even in COVID-19, Tata was the only company which did not announce layoff. Yaar. So these were the principle of the Tata, and these principle help company to achieve its goal very nicely. So example includes integrity, trust. And one more point about feature is that these principle can never be compromised by. If you are not able to achieve your goal, it's okay. If you're not able to achieve your objective, it's okay for some time, but you should never compromise your principles and never compromise your integrity. Okay. And what next thing? Having good principle focus on longevity of company success. It focuses on longevity of the company's success. Next point is customer often choose companies which properly align with their values. I've told you now that why you will prefer Tata over Maruti, because it is a good value. Now we'll dive into our these notes. So what are values? Values are deep rooted principle. Okay, values are deep rooted principle which guides the organization action. Second point, what we have seen that what are examples of values. So examples of values are integrity, trust, accountability, humility, innovation, diversity. Why I'm not giving cheat code for each and everything, because cheat codes has also to be limited here. Memory technique, one chapter can have 3 to 4 memory technique only. If I will give more than 3 to 4, suppose if I give 10 memory technique for each chapter, so you at the end of the 5th chapter you will have 50 memory technique. So this will be very difficult for you to even means you will forget memory technique itself. That's why everywhere memory technique don't work. You have just to keep in mind that integrity, trust, accountability, these are general term and you can use it. You can write it in your own. Next thing, values can never be compromised by. Values can never be compromised. Though Apple want to achieve its target, but it cannot sell cheap quality product. These cheap quality product will bust, and values will be compromised. Also, values focus on longevity of the company's success. If a company has good values, then it will survive for 100 of years. Just you have to keep in mind. Okay. Next thing. Employees often seek employer with relatable value, impacting their work and personal life, impacting their work and principal life. Acha, just tell me one thing, a very small thing. I am giving you a good offer that you have cleared your chartered accountancy exam. Okay. You have cleared your chartered accountancy exam. You have an offer to work in Tata for 10 lakh package. But second option is I am giving you an offer to give to go to the South Africa. South Africa is giving package of 40 lakh. But there is one problem that people of South Africa are very bad. Also, company is not good. Sometimes employer abuse you. Okay. Anytime they can throw you out. So which company will you prefer? Obviously, everyone 99% will prefer Tata. Why they will prefer Tata? Because due to their values. So employees often seek employer with relatable value, impacting their work and personal life. Next thing, consumer often choose companies with consumer also choose the company whose purpose align with their values. Means two things we have seen. First of all, employees If you have good values, then employee will also come to you. Second thing, customer will also come to you if you have good values. I hope I'm very clear till here. Just tell me in the chat box, is there any kind of
Yes, sir.
queries?
Yes, sir.
Will you be able to recall everything?
Yes, sir.
है ना? What you have to do, you have to just close your room, just sit and calmly, and just you have to revise these notes just after the class. So this will help you retain everything. What is the purpose of giving example? Suppose after studying you read this, after studying before the exam 2-3 times you read, so strategic intent, automatically apple example will come to your mind. Okay, then if you will think about mission, so automatically reliance will come to your mind, apple will come to your mind again ki apple has a good amount of resources. That what we are talking about. Now just tell me, what is the difference between intent and values? Intent means purpose of doing business, why you are doing the business, and values means the principle that guide decision making of the business. Very easy. Okay. Just take break of 2 minutes, have some water, and next we will jump into the next question and we will complete this chapter. Just take 2 to 3 minutes break and drink some water, guys. Shall we start now?
Yes, sir.
Is everyone back? Just comment. Okay. So what all we have studied, I'll just show you that how examiner asked the question. Define strategic intent, briefly explain elements of strategic intent. Okay, what are the elements of strategic intent? Can anyone answer me what are the elements of strategic intent? Please unmute yourself and answer me.
Vision, mission, goals or objectives and values.
Vision, mission, goals and objective and values. Great, good. Is everyone attentive here? Bala, Divyanshi, Evanpreet, Hari, Lakshmi,
Yes, sir.
Nitya,
Sir.
Shweta. I hope you guys are not
Yes, sir.
sleeping. Nobody is sleeping, na?
No,
No,
sir.
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 No, sir.
Good. So,
No, sir.
define strategic intent, explain the elements of strategic intent. 5 marks question in May, RTP May 18, RTP May 19, RTP May 20. Strategic intent provides the framework within which the firm would adopt a predetermined direction and would operate to achieve a strategic objective. This they have copy paste one of the features of this strategic intent. Now they are asking that discuss the elements of strategic intent. Distinguish between vision and mission. Distinguish between vision statement and mission statement. See 5 marks question. Write a short note on essentials of strategic vision. Guys, just keep in mind that you don't have to write everything about strategic vision. You have to write strategic vision ke essentials. What were the essentials? Can anyone tell me without seeing notes? Essentials of strategic vision. Just
Challenge to the entrepreneur.
yes, very good. One negative, two positive. Challenge to the entrepreneur. It gives
Direction to achieve the predetermined plan.
great, and it is the exercise of intelligent entrepreneur. Okay. Now, November 25 marks question. What is a strategic vision? Describe essentials of strategic vision. Objective and goal provide the meaning and sense to the organization. Explain. So here you have to write everything, that what are goals, what are objective, what are features of objective, everything. Now, what characteristics must be possessed by objective? Just whenever you see this question, keep in mind, what keep in mind? 1 lakh iPhone in 1 month. So what are characteristic? It should be precise. It should be achievable in a particular time frame. It should be very concrete. Okay, these all things we have to write. What are the objectives? What are the characteristic? What characteristic must it possess? Again, 5 marks. This is one study material question. This is a special question. You must see. You must see this question and learn this question. This is a type of case study based question. One, just you guys just go through this question after the class, and tomorrow we will discuss what organization, why an organization should have a mission. Okay, what should be the major component of a good mission statement? Mission statement of a company focuses on question who we are and what we do. Explain briefly means you have to explain mission statement. What are the key areas strategic plan should consider to achieve a desired result? Again, you have to write about these 4 elements. I hope this is clear to you. Now we are diving into our next concept, next and the last concept. Very interesting. Strategic levels in the organization. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So once the company has decided its goal, once the company has decided its vision, once the company has decided its mission, it has also decided goals, it has also decided objectives. Okay, this thing a company has did, also prepared the strategy. Okay, but who will implement this strategy? Answer me, who is responsible for implementation of strategy?
Management.
Management.
Very good, management. So now we are going to discuss that what are the levels of management? What are strategic levels in the organization? So there are 3 levels of organization. What are 3 levels? First of all, there is a corporate level. Corporate level means top level. Second is business level. Business level means middle level. And then here is functional level. Functional level means lower level. You guys might have studied this in CPT or foundation somewhere. Now we will see. You have to just very well mug up this thing, that who all comes in corporate level, who all comes in business level, and who all comes in functional level. So we are just diving into this part. We will see this part later. Okay. So corporate level includes CEO, other senior executives, board of directors, and corporate staff. Why I am telling this to learn you? Why I am telling this learn to that? Suppose I say simply ask you that board of director have decided to do blah blah blah, and they are doing this thing. Just tell me which level they fall in, and explain features of this level. 5 marks question. So if you don't know that board of director falls in top level, middle level, or functional level, how we are going to write this? How we are going to write answer and features? Suppose it ask corporate staff has decided. So you have to keep in mind that corporate staff falls in corporate level and top level. So corporate level includes CEO, other senior executive, board of director, and corporate staff. Business level include divisional managers and staff. Functional level include functional manager, marketing and finance. Marketing and finance. Now we will just skip this part for now. Strategic business unit. We will come to corporate level management, and then we will again come to strategic business unit. So just a second. Suppose this is Mr. Ambani. Mr. Ambani falls in which level?
Corporate.
Corporate level. ठीक है. So Mr. Ambani is Mr. Ambani. What is the role and features of Mr. Ambani? That these individuals participate in strategic decision making. Very first role is they participate in strategic decision making. Though decision making is done by, see, strategic decision making done by every level. Corporate level also make a decision at own level, functional level also make, business level also make. But main function of corporate level is to oversee the strategic decision made by their lower level staff. Okay. Next thing, role of corporate level is to see. We have seen the oversee the development of strategy, oversee the development strategy, defining mission and goals. See, who is responsible for defining mission? Ambani ji himself only be knowing na that what resources do he have, what political connection has been. So mission part is corporate level wala part. So identifying, defining the mission and goals of the organization is part of corporate level. Also determining what business should be in. Determining what business should our company do. This is the role of corporate level. Also, suppose Mr. Ambani decided that I want to be in FMCG business and I want to be in oil wala business. Two business Ambani ji has decided. Now Ambani ji will see that I have 200 factories in my hand. Means he has decided his mission that I have 200 factories. So responsibility to allocate the factory is also corporate level wala task. So he will allocate 100 factory to this department, 100 factory to this department, है ना? So one another role of Ambani ji is allocating of the resources. Next thing and the last thing, provide leadership. ठीक है? Provide leadership. So we will now see from our notes that corporate level management consists of CEO, other senior executive, board of director, corporate staff. ठीक है? These individuals participate in strategic decision making within the organization. ठीक है? You have to, this is common point every year, that every level that everyone is responsible for strategic management process. You can write in every type of question. This is, I'm giving you question writing tip, answer writing tip. If you feel that I'm not able to recall the answer, I'm not able to write anything, these are the general points you can write everywhere, that these individuals help participate strategic decision making. These are responsible for strategies of their own level. They also have to define their goal. These are general points. Now role, 5 roles. To oversee the development of strategies, ठीक है? To defining mission and goal. Once mission is defined, then allocating these resources. Also determining what business should we operate. We have to operate in FMCG business and oil business. This decision is taken by corporate level. This decision cannot be taken by lower level, है ना? And next thing, providing leadership for the organization of whole. This we have seen corporate level. Acha, just tell me one thing. Suppose Mr. Ambani is corporate level staff. He have decided that I want to be in FMCG business and I want to be in oil wala business. So for oil wala business, he has appointed manager. Manager name is Mr. Arjun. ठीक है? And Arjun has in under him various functional level stuff. Functional level means HR, production team, and one marketing team. Other is purchase team. Other is technology team. ठीक है? So Mr. Arjun is manager for oil wala business, and suppose Miss Rashmika is responsible for HR wala division. So if I want ask you that whether you want to buy shares of Reliance Industries, so you will decide whether on the basis of Mr. Ambani, Mr. Arjun, or Mr. Rashmika, whom you will see before buying Reliance share.
Mr.
Ambani, sir.
Ambani.
Obviously,
Ambani.
Ambani. You don't know who is Mr. Arjun, who is Miss Rashmika. So one of the point is that corporate level manager provide a link between whom? People who oversee the strategic
Hello.
business and people who own it. Hello. Am I audible?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So corporate level manager
Audible, sir.
link between people who oversee the strategic development of the firm and those who own it. Means shareholders and company के बीच between the shareholders and company, they corporate level manager act as a link. Second thing, these are guardians of the shareholders welfare. it is the responsibility to ensure that corporate and business strategy of the company are consistent with maximizing the shareholder wealth. Means, who is guardian of shareholder? Corporate level wale manager. Whose aim is to maximize the shareholders' wealth? Again, this corporate level staff. Who act as a link between company and shareholders? Again, corporate level staff. So this we have completed our corporate level staff. I hope I am very clear till here.
Yes, sir.
Now we are seeing business level manager. Business level means second level of manager. So, okay. So Mr. Ambani has given a target. What target he has given? That I have to generate revenue of 1000 CR. 1000 CR through business of FMCG and oil. Here Ambani's role is finished as of now. Now this responsibility is becomes on कि 500 crore का revenue has to be generated by FMCG and 500 crore का revenue has to be generated by oil. So here comes in picture Mr. Arjun. So Mr. Arjun is now responsible for this 500 crore wala department. Okay. Now, so Mr. Arjun is acting as a translator. Translator of whom? Manager role is to translate the general statement of direction given by whom? Direction given by corporate level manager, corporate level staff. So corporate level staff has decided that I want 500 crore revenue from Mr. Arjun. So Mr. Arjun is responsible for this department and he will act as a translator of what directions have been come from Mr. Ambani from corporate level staff. Second thing, Acha, just tell me, suppose I will just erase here one thing.
Sir, translation कैसे है? Oh, translation of God.
See, Mr. Ambani has just said that I want to achieve this 1000 crore ka profit. So these 1000 crore ka profit and he has given some directions. So these directions are translated and forwarded to individual manager. So here direction means forwarded. So it acts as a direction. We will read from this notes also, then you will get more clarity. The strategic role of these manager is to translate the general statement of direction that come from corporate level. Now I'll give you example how translation is done. Mr. Ambani has said, Mr. Arjun, I want 500 crore from your department. So now this statement has come from Mr. Ambani. So he will translate this into various divisions. Like he will see that I have been given 100 factories. Now I want 100 staff. Also, I want this technology. So I can say that one general direction is being subdivided and it has been translated to various more strategies. Okay. So this is
Yes,
a
sir.
translation.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Next thing. Acha, just tell me whether Mr. Arjun is concerned about FMCG division. Do he needs to care about whether this is earned 500 crore or 5 crore? No, na. He is only means focused with his department. So corporate level manager are concerned with overall. But Mr. Ambani is very crucial about both the departments. So Mr. Ambani is concerned with strategy of whole business. Okay. But Mr. Arjun is only concerned about his particular business. Am I clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Mr.
Yes,
Ambani is concerned about whole business, but Mr. Arjun is only concerned about his particular business. He does not care that what FMCG's division is doing and what all profit has been earned. So this was our business level. Now we'll read the strategic role of these managers is to translate the general statement of direction and intent that come from corporate level into concrete strategies. Translate these. I have told you now. Mr. Ambani told to Mr. Arjun that I want 500 crore revenue from that. Now he will translate into various small strategies how he can achieve this target. He will work upon the 100 factories. He will employ thousands of employees. He will employ Now he will use technology. So business level manager will translate this general statement into concrete strategy. Next thing, whereas corporate level managers are concerned with strategy of individual business. Individual business means Reliance business. Mr. Ambani is concerned about the Reliance business, but business level manager are concerned with the strategy that are specific to the personal particular business. Mr. Arjun is not concerned with how much Reliance earn. He only wants that my FMCG division, or sorry, my oil division should earn 500 crore. So this point is simply saying that corporate level manager are responsible for whole business, whereas business level are responsible only for his business. Is it very clear to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Just read this from here, and then we will discuss about the functional level strategy. Just read these 2 points. Okay, shall we start?
Sir, that oversee wala point, please explain it.
Where?
Oh, the last point, corporate level managers provide a link between the people who oversee the strategic development of a firm
Okay.
and those who
Corporate level manager provide a link between whom? The people who oversee the strategic development of the firm and those who own it. Okay. So who is responsible for overseeing the strategic development of the firm? In general sense, we can see that whole company is responsible for proper execution of the strategies. ठीक है?
Yes.
And who is the owner of the company? Owner of the company are shareholders.
Shareholders.
So these corporate level act as a link between these two people. If
Okay.
held responsible for the loss, so everyone blame Ambani ji. Nobody is going to blame Mr. Arjun or Mr. Asmika. So they act as a link between them. Okay. Next, we will go upon just a second. Next, we will go upon this last. I will just make this diagram again. This is Mr. Ambani, corporate level. This is FMCG division. This is oil wala division. ठीक है. Oil wala division is owned by Mr. Arjun, and Mr. Arjun has various departments under his: technology, HR, production, and purchase. Who is responsible for HR wala division? So we have decided that Miss Rashmika. So now we are going to see features and responsibilities of Miss Rashmika. Okay, have you understood the question? We are going to see functional level manager. So just tell me one thing. Suppose Mr. Ambani gave 500 crore का target to Mr. Arjun, ठीक है? And suppose Mr. Arjun gave 100 crore का target to each and everyone. So Mr. Rashmika is responsible only for that 100 crore. She is not concerned that how much Mr. Arjun has earned. Maybe Mr. Arjun has earned 600 crore, or maybe Arjun earned only 100 crore. Mr. Rashmika is only responsible for her HR division. So first point says that functional level manager are responsible for their specific business functions. ठीक है? It means HR, purchase, product development, customer service, or anything. Now, second point says that functional level managers are responsibility is confined to one organizational activity. Means their responsibility is only confined to this activity. Their responsibilities are not confined to oil wala division, FMCG wala division, or how much Mr. Ambani has earned. They are concerned with their own activities. ठीक है? Now next point says that they have to develop their own strategies. At the beginning of the session, I have told now everyone is involved in strategic decision making. Mr. Ambani is also making his own strategy. Mr. Arjun is making his own strategy, and Rashmika is also making his own strategy. So they are responsible for developing their own strategy. Achha, tell me one thing. whether Mr. Ambani has very close connection with customer, whether Mr. Arjun or Miss Rashmika. Means
Mr. Okay.
who has to deal.
Miss Rashmika has, sir.
Rashmika, Miss Rashmika.
Miss Rashmika has to deal with customer. Mr. Ambani will never deal with customer. So next
Yes.
point says that these are very closer to the customer. And since they are closer to the customer, most of the information is available with functional level department, because all realistic information is available to them. Why realistic? Because functional level only managers are directly dealing with customer. They are only taking the reviews of the customer. So they have most information and they have close connection with the customer. So everything realistic and attainable strategies they can easily make. Now I will come into this our discussion wala part. So what we have seen that they are responsible for their specific business function. Okay, have you guys understood?
Yes, sir.
Means Miss Rashmika is only responsible for
Yes, sir.
HR. She does not care. She does not care about other functions. And what are these functions? HR, purchasing, product development, customer service, and so on. Next thing, functional managers' responsibility is confined to one organizational activity, whereas general manager oversee the operation of whole company or whole division. It means Miss Rashmika is only responsible for HR wala division, whereas general manager Mr. Arjun is responsible for his whole division. Very easy point. Next point, functional manager have major strategic role to develop functional strategy in their area. It means this is common point for every three level of strategy, that every strategy has to make their own, every level has to make their own strategy. Next thing, I will come to this point. Functional manager being closer to the customer can generate key ideas that might turn into major strategy. Therefore, general manager must listen to the functional level, functional manager. It means Mr. Arjun should always listen and always take suggestion from Miss Rashmika. Why? Because she is closer to the customer and she might give better suggestion than anyone else. Okay. Next point, functional manager provide most of the information that make it possible for the business and corporate level manager to formulate realistic and attainable strategy. Equal great responsibility for manager at operational level is strategy implementation. It means everyone is responsible for strategic implementation. I hope this is very clear to you guys. You just have to remember example of Mr. Ambani, Mr. Rashmika, and Mr. Arjun. What does it say? Formulation of the strategy and their implementation is undertaken by all the levels of management, that is top level, middle level, and lower level. Are you guys very clear till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, one thing we have left above is strategic business unit. Now we'll see what is a strategic business unit. Suppose we won't change our examples so that you don't get confused. We will again come to Reliance wala example and then we will discuss this thing. Okay. So Reliance into what all divisions? FMCG and oil. So very simple it is said that what is a strategic business unit? So this is one strategic business unit and this is another strategic business unit. It means these are the divisions of the company. So FMCG is one strategic business unit and second oil one is one strategic business unit. So now we will see what are the features of SBU. So features of SBU are that first of all, it is applicable to which company? So company which is dealing in several products. Acha, tell me if Reliance Industry is dealing only single product, does it need SBU? No, na. Only because it is one division.
No,
So
sir.
it is dealing in several products, so it has to make different SBUs. So one FMCG is one strategic business unit, oil is second strategic business unit. What are these division? These are self-contained division. These are self-contained divisions. Okay? and these have their own general manager, Mr. Arjun, and suppose there is Mr. Arjun too, anyone else. So these all strategic business unit have own their own general manager, and they only are responsible for their own division. Nobody is going to ask Mr. Arjun that why oil division is not going good. No, Arjun is only general manager of FMCG division, so he is independent. Next thing, it has separate mission and objective. Acha, tell me, Mr. Arjun, FMCG might have separate mission. Is it possible, na? FMCG might have 100 factories, whereas oil might have only 5 factories. So mission of both the SBUs is not same. This has different mission and this has different mission. So next point says that each SBU has its separate mission and hence separate objectives. Next thing, these has to be planned very independently. Mr. Arjun is not concerned that what objective this oil division is made. He is very independent of his own. So these were very small points. We will now see what is a strategic business unit. So a strategic business unit is an organization is divided into number of segments. An organization is divided into a number of segments that work together to bring a particular product to the market. And how many divisions Reliance is divided? FMCG division and oil division. So if a company provides several kind of products or services, it creates a series of self-contained division, each of which contain its own set of function. FMCG has its own HR, oil has its own HR division. Okay, to manage product differently. The general manager of these divisions become responsible for their particular product line. And next thing, these have separate mission and which can be planned, objectives can be planned independently. I hope this is very clear to you guys.
Yes, sir, clear.
Clear now? Shall we move ahead? We have just 5 minutes left, but I would request you to please stay 5 minutes more. So we will end in 10:10 or 10:05 or 10:10. Only last topic is left.
Yes, sir.
So we will see this question later. First of all, we will see that what is the network of relationship between three levels. Okay. So we have seen that Mr. Ambani is involved. Okay. Second thing, Mr. Arjun is involved. Third thing, Miss Rashmika is involved. So what kind of relationship these people had? So in our example, hierarchy was this. Okay, this was the hierarchy. This was the hierarchy means this was corporate level, this was business level, and this was functional level. So this is known as, this is the first kind of relationship. First kind of relationship is functional and divisional relationship. Functional and divisional relationship. And features of this relationship is that each function and each division. Okay, I am talking about FMCG and I am talking about HR. Each function and each division has its independent relationship. We have read na in last example that Rashmika is independent of the other and Mr. Arjun is also independent. So one of the features of this kind of relationship is known as functional and divisional relationship, where division is this and functions are these. So these are independent relationship, and these divisions are run independently by their own general manager. Okay. Second thing, this functions include various functions like HR, finance, human resource, or marketing. Very simple, only 2 points we have seen. Now we'll read. Functional and division relationship. This is first type of relationship. This is second type of relationship, and this is third type of relationship. So we are discussing first type of relationship. First relationship is functional and divisional. In this relationship, there are various divisions and each division have various functions. So it is independent relationship where each function or division is run independently, headed by its own division head, that is business level manager, reporting directly to corporate level manager. Means this is talking about Mr. Arjun. Okay. Now this point is about Mr. Rashmika. That function may be finance, HR, marketing, while division may depend on the products like toys manufacturing, teenage toys, or various division. Are you guys very clear that it is, first of all, it is talking about divisions, that these divisions, FMCG and all, these are very independent and these have their own functions, and these functions are HR, finance, and marketing. So this was our first type of relationship. Now, second type of relationship is horizontal relationship. What if I say Mr. Ambani, Mr. Arjun, and Miss Rashmika are friends? These are friends. So are these responsible for each other? No. Can Mr. Ambani shout on Mr. Arjun that why you have not achieved your target? No, because these all are on the same level. Mr. Ambani is also manager, Arjun is also a manager, and Mr. Rashmika is also a manager. So this kind of relationship is known as horizontal relationship. In other words, this can be said that it is a flat structure. You guys are getting why this is a flat structure?
Yes, sir.
From top level management to lower level management, all share the same level. Nobody is senior, nobody is junior. Okay? What are the positives of this kind of relationship? That it leads to openness and transparency in work culture. Because Mr. Arjun can also ask Mr. Ambani, how you have set this target of 1,000 crore, please tell me. So this led to openness. And fourth thing, for which type of organization this is suitable? This is not suitable for large organization. These are suitable for startups, because startups is generally made by people who share experiences and knowledge in different division. I am Mr. A is expert of suppose technology, Mr. B is expert of product, and Mr. C is expert of web designing. So these three friends met, and these friends started a good startup. So this type of relationship is good for them. Now we'll see. In a horizontal or flat structure, all positions from top management to staff share the same hierarchy level. Okay? And why? What is the advantage? This leads to openness and transparency in work culture. Okay. Next thing, for what type of company this is suitable? So this is suitable for startups where they need to share ideas. In our example, Mr. A, Mr. B, and Mr. C all wants to share the example. So this kind of relationship was good. Now we are going to matrix relationship. Matrix relationship is little bit complex relationship. Matrix relationship, example of matrix relationship is, see this. Where this is suitable, for example, we have seen that where functional and divisional relationship is suitable. So this relationship is suitable in large organization. Okay. Where this horizontal relationship is suitable. So this is suitable in startups. Now my question is where this matrix relationship is suitable. So this is suitable in project wala assignment. Suppose L&T. L&T has its various project. It has to construct a road in MP, road in UP, road in Bihar. So what he will do? He will L&T will appoint. Suppose this is project A, this is project B. This is HR, this is production department, this is a technology department. So L&T will design a group in such a way that if our employees lie here, so employee will be responsible, employees lower level staff will be responsible. He will be answerable to two people. First of all, he will be answerable to HR, and second thing, he will be answerable to project manager B. Suppose I have given task B. Task B I have given to this employees. So this first have to report from technical manager, and also he has to report from with project B. It means here two bosses are involved. Why two bosses? Because this is a technical project, and technical project need assistance from both project manager also and functional manager also. I hope I am very clear till here. Is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what are features of this? features of this is, first of all, it is like grid-like structure. Grid means this is what I have made this. This is grid. Okay? This is grid-like structure where people from various departments are involved. See, project manager A is also involved and HR is also involved. So person working here has to report to two managers. So third point is each employee has to report to two manager. First of all, functional manager. Functional manager means Miss Rashmika also, and project manager also. ठीक है? And for which kind of company this kind of structure is useful? So this kind is useful for huge conglomerates. Huge conglomerates means L&T, where various projects are involved. So now we'll see features of this. So first of all, it is a grid-like structure. ठीक है? Grid-like structure of levels in the organization with teams formed with people from various departments. Various department is involved that are built for temporary task-based project. I have seen the road, MP road. L&T has a task of building MP road, roads of UP, roads of Bihar. So these are 1 year task, 2 year task, or 3 year task. So matrix relationship is grid-like structure that is very important and useful for temporary task-based project because various departments are involved. Second thing, these relationships help manage huge conglomerates with ease, where it is nearly impossible to track and manage every single team member independently. Here, to track each and every member is very difficult. Hence, we have made it responsible that this manager has to report first off to HR division, and secondly, this manager has to report to project manager A. An important feature of this structure is that employees typically report to two managers. One is functional manager and second is project manager. This ensures that employees have clear guidance and support from their daily task and project specific from project manager. What is the feature? Suppose employee A is working. So if he need any project related guidance, he can go to project manager. If he needs any functional type guidance, so he can go to HR department. ठीक है?
But this can act as an limitation as well, right?
Yes, this can have also a limitation, but ICI study material has not given limitations in books, so why we shall study additionally, है ना?
Oh, yes, sir.
So it is complex for smaller organization. See, this is one of the limitations you were talking about. This is complex for smaller organization. If we implement this in a smaller organization, this will lead to a confusion. So it is only useful for large organization. I hope this is very clear. We have completed our chapter number 1. We have completed 10 marks syllabus in this yesterday and today. Now what you have to do, you have to read these notes very properly and you have to learn cheat codes. What all cheat codes? Acha, can anyone tell me? Sorry guys, this I will take your 5 more minutes. I know it's 10:06. I'll just end by 10:10 or 10:15. Okay. What all cheat codes we have learned in this whole chapter? Can anyone tell me one by one?
A, B, C squared, D, or A, B, C, D. Lump.
Yes. First was ABCD. And what was that ABCD? What was that ABCD? What was the question of ABCD, guys?
Importance statistics.
Importance of strategic management.
Strategic management.
Next, Ranga wala example.
Rangawala, limitations of strategic
Okay.
management.
Next thing, what we have seen. We have seen pro employees. What was that pro employees?
Time pass CM.
Time pass CM. Yes,
Precise वाला mission वाला था.
long-term objective.
Precise
What should be the features of long-term objective? So we have seen that pro employee CPT. ठीक है. Next thing we have seen PM CDEF. मतलब we will cut E. So PM and CDF. So these are what are essentials. How a good mission statement should look like. So this was part of mission statement. Okay.
Precise, motivational, concrete.
Yes. ठीक है. So guys, are you guys very clear? Just tell me.
One more, CM time pass.
CM time pass. Yes, one more we have clear. So is everyone clear till here? So we have
Yes.
completed chapter number 1. I can guarantee you that 10 marks paper is going to come from these notes only. So you have to just rely on these notes. What you can do additionally is just go through study material questions. Though I have covered all the questions here, but you can see the how ICI defines the answer writing approach, because we have covered here concept and questions. We have not solved any answer now, so you can just see once ICI study material also. So shall we close for today, guys?
Sir, how are we supposed to do writing practice in class? Shilpi ma'am has said.
Yeah, I will once see this today chapter is be complete. I will also give you MCQ part, and I will also give you question. And one question we will practice in class itself. Okay, that how to write exam. See, I have already shown one certified copy analysis. Okay. So this copy has
Yes.
given you a broad idea of how you have to write the answer. Okay. So for every topic, every chapter, I will show you this copy. So it will also save our time, and you will get an idea that how rankers have written this answers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this approach will
Okay, sir.
follow. And I will also give you MCQ in Telegram channel as well.
Okay, sir.
We are closing for today. We have completed our first chapter. We have already secured 10 marks out of 50 marks. Next weekend, we will start with chapter number 2. And I hope you guys will study this very well. So shall we close?
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Yes, sir.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Bye.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.